Hello, dear Swift learners. How are you all? I hope that you all are safe and sound. And here I, Ritika, am back with another session for you all. So before telling you what are we going to study today, we will be having a quick tour around Swiflearn to see what is Swiflearn and to know a bit more about the platform at which we are studying. So we are here at Swiflearn, which is India's most sincere learning destination, providing the classes for grade 1 to grade 10. You will be getting live and interactive classes over here with batches having maximum 6 students. Also, apart from the teachers, you will have an academic mentor team. So this team will be responsible to track your progress and to help you if you get stuck anywhere. Also, we cover the syllabus as per your school exam schedule so that you can perform well there also. And there are some of the more features which makes Swiflearn a little bit more special. So these features include detailed progress report. Then we have Swiflearn academic test series. You can also take unlimited practice tests, which include 2 categories of subjective and objective. So these tests will further help you in your school exams, and you can book your free trial class on Swiflearn just by downloading the Swiflearn app. You just select your grade, select your subject and time according to your choice, and you go there with your free trial class. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to it and press the bell icon so that you do not miss out on any update, and press on like button if you like this video. So revealing our today's chapter, we're going to study about cleanliness and hygiene part number 2. Right? We have already done part number 1, in which we learnt about various things. What is cleanliness, what is hygiene, how to keep ourselves clean, what are the things that we should do to keep ourselves clean, etc. Now today we are going to focus on food and water, how to keep it clean. What is the cleanliness, what is the importance of cleanliness of our surrounding, what are the different type of waste, how to dispose it, and some of the methods to handle waste. So let's get started quickly. Now Tom, he's a boy like us, he's a student like us, and he came back from school. So very normally he's very hungry, right? So what he did is he took some fresh fruits and just started eating. Now what happened, from the next day he was having a really bad stomach ache. He was feeling very uneasy and he couldn't sleep. So what does he do? He tells this to his mama that, Mama, I'm not feeling well, I'm having bad stomach, I'm feeling very uneasy, I couldn't sleep the whole night. So do you know why this thing happened? This thing happened because he just took out the fruits and he ate when he came from school, right? So his hands were dirty, maybe there were some germs there, and when he ate the fruit, the germs might have got into his mouth and from mouth to his stomach. So this is how his stomach became upset, right? So Tom ate fruits without washing his hands were not clean, and these germs they got transferred. So what is cleanliness? Cleanliness, it means something which is free from any dust, germs or dirt. Basically, it is quality of being clean. Okay, so if anything, it's free from dust, germs, microbes, bacteria, dirt. That thing is known to be clean. Now, if I talk about cleanliness, do you think that it's important to eat clean food? Yes, obviously. Because if we do not eat clean and healthy, we will fall ill just like Tom. Okay, now talking about cleanliness of food. So before we eat anything, just wash your hands, and after we are done with eating, after we finish eating, then also we need to wash our hands. So wash your hands before and after eating anything. Next is, whenever we are cooking or eating any fruit or any vegetable, please wash it properly. Okay, so wash the fruits and vegetables before eating and cooking. Keep your kitchen clean. Next is, do we need to drink clean water? So obviously yes. Why? Because if we drink impure or unclean water, there are many harmful microbes or bacteria which can be present there, and this can further make us ill. So we need very clean food, very clean water to drink. So we should be drinking filtered water, okay, and whatever the utensils or whatever the containers they have water, they have drinking water, we should be covering it very properly. Okay, now let us look at this picture and let us see what the kids are doing. So as we can see, the kids are cleaning the park. And do you think cleaning is important? Yes, our surroundings must be kept clean. So it is not enough that we are just taking care of our personal hygiene. Okay, we should take care of our surrounding also, because if our surrounding is not clean, then obviously we are going to fall ill because of various bacteria, germs, mosquitoes, flies, etc. So along with our personal hygiene, good food, clean water, our surroundings, it also needs to be clean. So our house, our area outside, it needs to be clean. So how to clean our surroundings? First is our household objects. It should be dusted and cleaned daily, regularly. Okay, like tables, like our chairs, they need to be dusted regularly. Next is the floor of our house. It should be swept and mopped daily. So by this, various dust particles, they are eliminated. Next is keep your house free of bees, flies and mosquitoes. So especially during this time, dengue is on its peak, so we should keep our house clean. We should not allow water to collect outside our house, so that no bee, fly or mosquito, they can breed on that particular water and make us ill. Next is throw waste in dustbins only. So we should not litter here and there. We should not throw things here and there. We should use proper dustbins to dispose the waste. Drains should be cleaned regularly. So if drains are not cleaned regularly, what happens is, again, the various microorganisms or bacteria or flies, mosquito, they start breeding on that dirty water, and they further, if they bite us or if they reach our homes, they make things dirty, which makes us eventually ill. Next, dustbin from home and community should be emptied regularly. So let's take a condition, okay, if the dustbin at the end of our community, it is not cleaned or emptied regularly, what will happen? Many animals, they will surround it. Many flies, mosquitoes, they will again surround it, and also foul smell will start coming. Okay, so this is the reason why should dustbins, it should be emptied and cleaned regularly. Now, if the surrounding of our house look like this, what will happen? Many animals, they will come near it. Many mosquitoes, flies, bees will start flying over it, and also a very bad and foul smell will start coming, okay, which will make us ill. So our surroundings should obviously not look like this. It should be very clean. So any unclean place, it will lead to growth of various diseases. It will cause germs, microbes, okay, and these germs, when they enter our house, they will make us sick. Okay, so the disease causing germs, they are carried by bees, insects, especially flies and mosquitoes. They spread through air, they can spread through water also, and through food also. So that is why it is told that you should be washing your vegetables, fruits before having them, and you should be drinking clean water. Okay, so communicable diseases. What do we mean by communicable disease? Any disease which can spread through air from one person to another. It is known as communicable disease. Communicable means transferable. So if any disease, it can transfer from one person to another, it is known as communicable disease. Okay, now talking about waste. What is waste? Anything which is not of our use. Okay, so it's any substance or anything which is discarded, okay, after its primary use, or we are having no use of it, or it is maybe worthless, defective, okay, and we do not find any use of it. Okay, like if I talk about empty bottles, boxes, some cans, okay, these are waste after we use them. Okay, so these are dry waste. Okay, if I talk about Coke bottle, Coca-Cola, or any soft drink bottle, okay, after we use it, it becomes waste. Okay, if I talk about some metal cans, etc., they also become a waste. So these are the dry waste substances. And if I talk about the leftovers of fruits or vegetables or any kitchen waste, this become our wet waste. So there are two type of waste, dry and wet waste. Let's compare between both of them. So wet waste, it can be decomposed and it is also known as biodegradable waste, whereas dry waste, it cannot be decomposed and it is known as non-biodegradable waste. Now, biodegradable waste means it can be broken down into simpler substances, okay, and it will mix with soil or something. So plant products and other kitchen waste which can be decomposed are known as biodegradable waste. So they are also known as wet waste. And if I talk about non-biodegradable waste, they cannot be broken down. For example, if I take a plastic can, okay, you look at it for 1 day, 2 day, 1,000 years, it will take like 1,000 years to be destroyed. So these waste, it cannot be broken down by itself into simpler substances. They are known as non-biodegradable waste, okay, for example plastic, thermocol, etc., and they are known as dry waste. Okay, all right. Now if waste is not disposed of, what will happen? Various germs will start collecting over it and it will lead to various diseases. So for this reason, waste management is very important. What is waste management? Basically how we are collecting, how we are disposing the waste properly so that no diseases can happen. So for a good waste management, we should keep separate dustbins for dry waste and wet waste. Next step is follow the 3 R's for managing your waste. So what are 3 R's? Let's see. Reduce, reuse and recycle. Okay, so let us study about each of them. Reduce. So reduce means if you do not need anything, just reduce the use, which means if I talk about non-biodegradable product, okay, like polythene, plastic, etc., just minimize or reduce the use of these products. Do not waste paper. Then instead of taking polythene bags or plastic bags, use jute bags for shopping. Next is reusing, again using anything. Okay, so reusing basically means using anything again rather than just throwing them away. So if I talk about gift wrapping, we can just use that gift paper to wrap another gift instead of buying new again and again. Next is recycle. Recycle means to change or to convert it into some other substance of use. So it involves treating waste material that cannot be directly used. For example, we can use broken glass or steel or some used paper. Okay, we can recycle it and we can make it for fresh use again. Okay, and apart from these 3 R's, there is one more R, which is refuse. So what is this refuse? Refuse means if you do not need anything, just say no. Okay, so many times we buy many things which are actually not of much use to us. Okay, so to save the environment, it is better that we minimize the use and we refuse to whatever is not very necessary to us. Okay, so 2 type of waste, it is dry and wet waste. Diseases that spread through air are known as communicable, just like COVID-19 we had. Drinking water must be clean or filtered. Okay, fruits and vegetables must be cleaned or washed thoroughly before eating. Okay, what is cleanliness? Cleanliness means anything which is free from dirt, germs and dust, so that things become clean. Why should we keep our surroundings clean? So that germs, mosquitoes, flies, they do not hover over that thing, and they do not carry any disease with them. What are the two type of waste? Dry waste, which is also known as non-biodegradable waste, and wet waste, which is biodegradable waste. And why is it important to manage waste? So that it doesn't collect over our surroundings, and it doesn't become a breeding ground for various mosquitoes, flies, for spreading diseases. Okay, let's recap what we have learned. So we have learned about cleanliness. We must keep our food, water, our surroundings very clean to prevent diseases. Then the diseases which spread from person to person, it is known as communicable disease. There are two types of waste, dry and wet, and there are 3 R's of waste management: reduce, reuse and recycle. So these are the things which we have learned today. I hope that you might have understood everything. It was very easy but very important chapter. Just follow the rules that we have learned today. We will be meeting in some other sessions in which we will be learning about a lot more new things. So till then, keep learning, keep studying, book your free trial class. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. Thank you everyone.